In Central Australia, a major redistribution since the last Northern Territory election has produced a hybrid seat of urban and bush voters, stretching across an area 3 times the size of Tasmania. The change has shifted voters from the suburbs of Alice Springs into Namatjira, turning what was a safe Labor seat into a battleground at the election in 2 weeks' time. The ABC travelled across Namatjira to hear from voters about what matters to them.
Trackside at Harts Range this year, there was more than one race on the mind. With an election 2 weeks away, voters shared their thoughts on what matters to them.
One of my key things would be to finish bitumising this road to the Queensland border and up to Mount Isa across to Boulia. That is a priority.
Steve Cadzo's trucks break down more than they should on a highway only sealed between Alice and Harts Range.
You know, we used to get rid of them at 100,000 because they weren't 100,000 Ks because they just weren't any good after that. You know, they just rattle them to pieces. And these guys with the road trains and that, you know, we've got our own. And it's like just seeing $50 notes flutter off the top deck. You know, it's cruel.
The races are hosting residents from across Namatjira. Raymond Webb lives in Atitjira, one of 8 Aboriginal communities spread across the seat.
Well, this is a big issue for me is like a housing and for the roads and stuff like that.
He wants real action on the issue of overcrowding.
10, 11 people, because I got 7 grandkids of my own, see. And my 4 daughters.
And you live with the 7 grandkids and 4 daughters?
Yes, exactly.
It's the territory's 3rd largest electorate, 3 times the size of Tasmania, and a key bush seat in Central Australia. But winning the support of people in remote parts of this electorate isn't as important as it used to be. Radical boundary redistributions mean most people living in Namatjira actually now live here in Alice Springs. They're different people with different priorities. The new Namatjira boundaries take in all of Larapinta from Breitling and areas east of the Todd from Araluen, while bush voters west of Alice have been shifted out of the seat. It adds nearly 2,500 Alice Springs voters into Namatjira, about 40% of the new total. This increase in urban voters tips the balance. It's gone from a safe Labor seat to a marginal country Liberals one. The new boundaries take in Alice Springs residents in town camps, as well as suburban voters. One common concern right now is the recovery effort after coronavirus.
I don't believe that now is the time for amateur hour. I don't believe that now is the time for people who want to give politics a go. I think that we need moderate leadership, people with moderate policies who are able to just keep a steady hand on the reins.
The 3 main parties are running in this race, as well as minor party candidates and an independent. The seat hangs in the balance, and the winner will have a balancing act ahead of them. Oliver Gordon, ABC News.